It's MJ. Happy to be here with you guys. Let's get into your February energies. I am just finishing the dailies on Instagram and over here, and really stoked to get into February. How's the month been for you? Okay, Taurus. So I'm an intuitive reader. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You're your own master. Oh boy. We're all just here, loving and supporting and guiding each other home, as it were. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my Taurian lovers. Divine guidance and love and clarity. These tarot, to me, tarot is a tool like anything else. It can help light us up. It can help to kind of show the way. But again, only in an affirmative sense. Like anything, astrology and tarot, if it or anything we're ingesting externally, if it's really rubbing us the wrong way or not feeling right, take that distance, take that space. We always have that option, silence and reflection, rather than feeling like we have to plow forward or feeling like we have to attack. As I say attack, there is a conflict card here, Taurus. So let's pull a few more cards. This is for the month of February. For anyone who resonates with the energy of Taurus, if you stumble upon the video, if the messages resonate. For Feb, divine guidance and love and clarity. There is definitely something about overcoming justice, rising into justice as well. There's an energy here with the King of Swords upright, justice upright. Very powerful and or strong Libran energy or Libra energy. What's the messages here with the King of Swords? Overcoming. There's something about rising out of conflict, rising. And it could be that you're the one that's coming into a clarity of mind in the King of Swords. It's like through some sort of meditation work or mental work. It's like you're rising out of a state of either inner conflict, having conflict with other people, or just feeling conflicted. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, how to move forward. You might have won something as well. You might have actually won, I'm seeing it like quite literal around, like, you might have been in a process of like applying for a higher position. What's the word? Promotion. You might have been, you might have beat other people out in an opportunity. But more so, this is like, I see this, or I know this. It's something to do with your mind and your thought form and your ability to see clearly and see what you want. But again, for some of you, it's like getting a promotion. It's getting something you want and elevating yourself. And this is feeling like justice. It's something you've probably worked on for a while. And or even if it's simply the meditation fabuation, it's like you're finally feeling the reward of a regular meditation or spiritual practice. You're finally feeling the reward and the justice of that mental clarity. For some of you, it might resonate that you've been dating and have had a few different options. At least two options. Five of Swords has two other people. You might have been dating a couple people and one wins. Because the sun's shining on this sort of story as... It's almost like this King of Swords is the clear choice. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air sign... They feel really calm to me as far as the energy that this person is exuding. They're calm, they're clear. I think you're feeling kind of happy about that choice, but oh wow, fun. That's a big part of all this interpretation, vibration as a reader. It's like you never know, right? You never know what energies are coming through, and yet there's something, uh, quite interesting about the actual inner process of deducing the messages or picking up on the messages. So the reason I was that now I'm looking at, I've pulled the Sun and the Moon card, and I'm quite fascinated by that combo. It's obviously major arcana. This is a major upgrade. The Justice card is also major arcana. Blending and balance. There's super deep something about balance, because the Justice actually has the weights, like the balance scales, right? The Sun and the Moon is the night and day, dark and light. It's like, oh, I did the daily. Did I do the daily, or I don't know, but this energetic theme feels substantial collectively. Is that if you've been through a battle, you're gonna, once the battle's finished, you're good. It's like our collective wars, bless us all, right? But these wars have impacted the future generations, right? So even in our own personal lives, if we're going through a battle, if we go through something pretty significant, it might be that we need a bit of time to just settle, decompress, let the dust settle. Let ourselves come back into, like, that, I want to say homeostasis, but just that relaxed state, right? Come back into that state of ease, night and day, balanced energy. Yeah, because this is your true creative power is connected to the balance of your energies. This is a recognition, and also for a lot of you, an embodiment. Years and years, or however long, of doing this alchemical work in the Magician is bringing you into greater mental mastery and a balanced state of being. Very, probably why you're, like, shining a bit more as well, or attracting more, more of what you want, or slowly opening up to more of what you deserve, seeing things more clearly here. I always get such a beautiful yeah. Ooh, baby. So this energy feels to me like potential energy coming in, and it totally makes sense why you're having to be really clear, calm, centered, balanced, in justice mode. Little bit of a kind of serene and masterful energy with the Sun and the Moon staring at me going, whoa, this is some sort of divine balance and evolution in your state of grace, like in your state of being. And then the animal to me is very indicative of a Taurian energy, like seeing through the eyes of the bull, as it were. I'm gonna carry us on. There's a few decks that I've got my book, because every so often I actually like to really look at the messages that the book has, because some of these decks, obviously, they're not like the classic Rider-Waite. So obviously I'm an intuitive reader, and I like to always interpret, hence that groundedness, the clarity, the vision. But next to Pisces, and even the way this animal card comes out, it's like, oh God, this is so beautiful. The energy coming in. So somebody seeing you, you meeting somebody, you creating an opportunity, you getting a dreamy download, right? Like something, Piscean energy is a sensitive energy, and there's something about clarity of vision, clarity vision, and just such a visceral groundedness, which is obviously super beauts, right? Super beauts. And I have no other essence other than to keep flicking away, because I can tell you the exact numbers of each, or where it is. Make me sweat. I'm hearing that Tyla song. Make me harder. Oh, was that it? Was that it? Yeah, animal. The beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon. The moon energy gave me that. Sometimes I get that message from the moon card is the rewilding. And that's a point of your balanced state, increasing your sensitivity, right? That's an animalistic thing of increasing our instinct, right? Increasing that connection to the light and the dark, the full depth and polarity of our existence, right? So, but this is again directly connected. Roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and this. Oh my god, I feel like I could cry. The constraints, the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. So when it's light, vital, elemental, alive, and dances, when dark, savagery, pent-up emotion lashing out. Sense conflict card, there's a dynamic shift. You coming into greater state of balance helps you to exude more of that grounded serenity. Go deeper, listen to the audio recording of Mary Oliver reading Wild Geese. Repeat every morning for 1 week. So, yeah, it's fairly whole, and I would say, speaking to a broader collective, this is laying down both inner and outer conflict. So, like, ways that we might be conflicted with ourselves, ways that we might not be honoring ourselves. Yeah, yeah. And having to and or choosing to come into more of that direct connection, because that essential connection is also part of your psychic ability and or otherworldly sensitivities. Yeah. And then let's get from a few more decks. Hello, gorgeous. I've got a creature. I've got a lovely big dog in my bed. I just spoil her when I look after her because it's so rare. Oop. And once again, there is this shift of energy as far as, just this is a reminder energy. Take all the time you need, Wait until you feel balanced. Wait until you feel you have enough energy to move forward. Hanged man, wait. Just suspend there, just be there. So often we're all in such a bloody rush. Where are we going? Where are we actually going? The ultimate existential question. What is this planet? What are we doing? Busying ourselves, right? A lot of it is probably things none of us actually need and don't serve a collective. Some of us don't even necessarily connect the dots about the jobs that we do and the ways they're connecting to a global grid system, which is shit, right? Again, we're all like awakening, and awakening is facing ourselves, but also facing some of the broader corruptions and like forgiving ourselves and one another for not knowing any better, and trying to face and heal all these deep layers of trauma, right? And just disconnection. I often psycho-spiritual, I call it like the psycho-spiritual wound. It's this it's this sort of wound of separation that's likely been an aspect of our human consciousness for maybe forever, for as long as we've existed on like a certain timeline, I guess. Oh, look, 10 of Reversed. We like it. 10 of Cups. We like it. This is happily ever after. This is meeting somebody, being with somebody, celebrating a good life with somebody. Oh, look, that was, I don't know if you guys would have been able to hear that, but my alarm is the Tyler song. I was sitting with the 10 of Rivers, the 10 of Water, the 10 of Cups, and going, what am I seeing here? So there's definitely a celebration, and there's also a sense of depth of connection. These two people are quite deeply submerged in the water. They're quite deeply submerged in the water, and coming out of those depths, they're simply open. They're just open. They're not rushing. They're not ungrounded. They're not trying to be anywhere else but where they are. And they've come out of these deeper waters. So there's all at once a relief of coming out of the deeper waters, but a celebration of the joyful existence. And again, there's that polarity energy. Just rest, my lovers. If we don't know, if we're feeling the energies get too crazy and frenetic, we ourselves are responsible for trying to calm down the nervous system, right? One often is the case that other people don't know, can't tell. You think about all the different dynamics of like of survival mode, as it were, and fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and these different connections to depression and ADHD and anxiety and our inability to focus and all that kind of stuff. Like, part of it to me is that like we have to let the nervous system calm down, and for some of us, there's such early onset trauma that we don't know. We barely have had time to live in a relaxed state of being because we got triggered or traumatized from so young that this hypervigilance, hence ADHD and all these different symptomatic diagnoses that come out, is that the wires are malfunctioning because of early trauma, and collectively we're trying to catch up with our intellectual understanding of how trauma operates, how it functions, the brain, pardon me, how it affects the brain function and the nervous system and all that. And then and then all the different tools and things that we can apply when we have our basic needs met, right? Which a lot of people don't. Then we can start to return our bodies to a state of, I want to say grace, but it's a state of relaxation. It's a calm state, right? So there's like learning and healing, and then that's connected to the moon. There's healing in the water and the nature. Prayer. I also get an energy here of sacred sites. Some of you might go to sacred sites. Prayer in the sacred sites. There's something about like praying to the trees or connecting to Mother Nature, the mother, connecting to Mother Nature. I feel like there's wisdom that some of you might be, it's like shamanic, but very intuitive, like wisdom that you can extrapolate from that deeper rested state. Because again, you're elevating yourself into greater wisdom and balance and mastery, the light and the dark, the male, the female, the left, the right, the good, the bad, right? And then it's bringing you into that greater sense of animalistic autonomy, of really knowing yourself, being comfortable in your own skin. But again, the kind of polarity of that work is to be more sensitive, and that can sometimes make walking through the planet a little bit more heightened or challenging, hence having the tools to bring us back to calm. I just had a flurry then of like a different deck, but it's not here. So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, do all that juicy good stuff. If you're If you're in the Patreon community watching this before everybody else, feel free to like and comment. It helps with the algorithm. This is what I hear other people saying. It helps with the algorithm. And when you like and comment, it helps, yeah, like kind of put it out there once I publish it to the public. So, thank you to my Patreons, especially. I'm going to say Mystic Mary and Sam and Scott and Brenda and John and yeah, all the amazing, and Mark, of course, amazing patrons who support the vibratories. Happy to be here with all of you. Taurus, have a great month of February. Let me know how that be resonating. Feel free to book private readings. Mostly look after yourselves, everybody. Have a wonderful month. I love you loads. Peace out.